What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at a figure that was brought to me from Michael Zillafan85. If you don't know him, go check out his channel. I will put a link into the description. Michael Zillafan85, just one wholesome dude, just really great guy. He came into town for my Tucson Kaiju Festival this past November 3rd, and when I picked him up from the airport, he was like, I have something for you. And he remembered I commented on his video or a picture, I forget, of his creature from the Black Lagoon. And you know, I didn't have a creature from the Black Lagoon figure, and I was like, man, that looks really awesome. I can't wait to get one. And he got one for me, and he brought it, and he gave it to me when I picked him up from the airport. And man, I even had it on my save for later list on Amazon. I was gonna buy it eventually, but Michael Zillafan85, dude, you really didn't have to, but man, thank you so much. That makes this figure all the more special to me. And dude, thank you so much. I'm just really happy, and I'm really happy to do a review on it now and give you that shout out, buddy. So again, guys, that's Zillafan85. Go like and subscribe his stuff. He's also on Instagram. So anyways, to dive right into this figure review, let's take a look at this wonderful box. So of course we have a wonderful box from NECA, and this is the ultimate creature from the Black Lagoon. So you got that nice classic, you know, vintage poster look. On the top, of course, you have that same title card. You got the NECA logo, all that other good stuff. Nice spine there with picture of the figure. Same thing on this side over here with some bubbles giving that underwater effect. Great prototype, you know, picture collaboration here on the back of the figure. Or on the back of the figure, on the back of the figure's box, sorry. Really great. All your legal jargon, you know, people who sculpted it, painted it and stuff here on the bottom. And then of course, as you open it up, you have a very nice shot here of the creature swimming under the Black Lagoon. So really awesome box all in all. What I do with my NECA boxes, for at least the ones I really like, I'm gonna like cut the flap off here, and then I'm just gonna stick this facing out on my wall somewhere for like a little mini Creature of the Black Lagoon poster. And yes, so that is enough about the box. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And now let's talk about the creature himself. What a figure. All I can say is, dude, thank you once again. I am just so happy to have this guy. The only representation I had of the creature was the homage of the Shape of Water Gillman figure. I didn't have an actual legit creature from the Black Lagoon figure, and now I do, thanks to Zillafan85. He's my favorite Universal monster, if I had to pick a favorite Universal monster. You know, just overall fantastic. You know, I love the reptilian design. I mean, come on, he's kind of like a kaiju in a way. And yeah, I'm just speechless. It's such a great figure. If you're a fan of the Creature of the Black Lagoon, you need to pick this up. This is a must-have. The paint applications, the detail, the articulation, even the molding and everything, it's just fantastic. Comes with a bunch of accessories. We'll go over those a little later. But let's dive in with this with paint apps, paint applications, paint job. Let's go. Creature here, sporting very nice greens all the way around, even with this nice hint of almost like a very shiny copperish bronze, you know, dry brushing all the way around, and it just it shines and it gleams right. It just looks good. Otherwise, he's a very nice kind of like, you know, algae, you know, seaweed green all the way around. Of course, the creature has very nice red lips, blue eyes, and blacks in there. Claws on his hands. Just very, very nicely painted. Feet, just great all the way around. Simple paint, but man, does it look good. Detail on this guy. I mean, just all the scaly bits. There we go. All the scaly bits and everything, all the lines and everything in his back fin, all the lining and etching done in his fins around his gills. Just beautiful. Face, fantastic looking face. All the scale and armor detail here. Down to his feet, his claws, the webbing in between his toes. Oh, it looks absolutely wonderful. Same thing with the hands. The webbing and everything on the hands just looks great. On the outside and on the underside, he's got all this nice texture on his hands. And again, just all his fins and everything all the way around. Beautifully, beautifully well detailed. I love it. Again, paint and detail is simple, but man, does it look fantastic. Articulation on this guy. Talk about wow. NECA, 2 thumbs up. Articulation, he can look up very, very far. He can look down very, very far. Even if you want to hunch him there, you can even look down further. All nice types of tilt action here. Rotate his head left and right, however you see fit. Really good head articulation. Of course, when you get into his arms can swing up at the shoulder like that. Backwards, you can go all the way around, spin those arms if you want to. You can pull them out. You can put them all the way down. Elbows, very nice joints at the elbows. Wrists, of course, can rotate. And I don't think, no, they are on a hinge. You do have a hinge joint for the wrists as well, so you can kind of bring them inward, you know, get that type of action out of it. His body here, of course, he has a segment up here that you can tilt side to side, rotate. And then on his lower abdomen here, he's got another, and then you hear that. You hear all that squishiness, that rubbing of rubber. That is one thing I really like about this Gillman figure, is these pieces are not hard plastic. They're very pliable, like all over. Just all these different segments here of his scaly skin. They're all, see that? Very, very, very pliable. So you get really nice range of movement out of this guy. His fins are pliable. He has an overall nice feel to him. When you hold him, he feels great. You know, he's just one of those figures. And no matter how, I mean, just look at that. Just look, just basic, kind of just spreading his legs a little bit. I left his arms in a way. Bam! A pose. I mean, his poses, you can get all kinds of poses, and he just looks great. So yes, you have those 2 joints here in the chest and lower abdomen areas. Here at the legs, you can kick out his legs ever so far, and then you can kick them back ever so far. You really can't get them all the way around just because of his scales and the way they come down over here. But as you can see again, you see how that's pliable right there? You can get some nice extra movement out of there just because this here is pliable and not a hard plastic. So you do get nice range of movements. Mr. Creature here can do the Eternia splits. Very nice double jointed knees. You get very nice jointed knees here, and you can also rotate those as well. Getting down here to his ankles. His ankles you can pivot kind of down because you can put this guy in like a swimming type pose. And you can tilt them that far up. And then of course you can get some nice pivot action. So Overall, great articulation, great figure. Again, just look at that. He's ready to go and rock and roll. So, now that that's all out of the way, how about we take a look at his accessories here, which I have in my desk. And we're just going to look at him really quick. I'm not going to switch in and out his hands because I kind of have the hands on him that I like already. But let's go ahead and just get these out of the way here. He comes with some different head sculpts. Of course, the head sculpt I have on him right now is pretty generic. The mouth is like kind of open. But the head that he comes with in the box, the head is more of a closed mouth. Same paint apps and everything. And then the other head sculpt is more of an open mouth. So like he's really roaring, he's really making some noise, he's mad. But it almost looks like he's smiling too much for me. So I didn't really want my creature necessarily to have like that, you know, smiling face. So that's why I opted for the mouth that's just kind of open. I thought that one looked the best. And then, of course, you get all different kinds of hands here. You get hands that are really sprawled and spread out. You know, those really sprawled and spread out like swimming type hands, and they have that same amount of detail and paint all the way around. Of course, I have one of these, but you do get an extra, you know, kind of like going out and reaching type hand. Sorry, I'll get that more centered there. Sorry for the camera going in and out of focus. It's just hard with the creature in the background there, I think. You get kind of relaxed hands. Come on, focus. I don't want to focus. There we go. So you get kind of a relaxed type swimming hand. You get two of those. And then the other type of hand that I have on him is kind of more of a little cupped, open swimming hand. I mean, all his hands are more or less, like, it's really hard to tell some of the differences between a lot of his hands. As you can see, like here are those three hands. It's really sometimes hard to tell the differences a little bit. The only ones that you can really tell a difference on is, of course, his kind of like reaching out and grabbing hands, which is why I put one of them on one of them. But so kind of hard to tell the difference between the hands, but that's okay. Still a great figure overall. Now we move on to sizing and scaling. I don't really have any other Universal monsters to size him up with, so we're going to kind of go back into the Godzilla realm. Here he is sized up with a basic 6-inch Bandai figure. So just to give you guys that idea, and then if you do want to straighten his legs and stand him all the way up, put his arms down, let's get this guy as tall and as straight as we can here. So you get him as tall as he can go. You know, you're looking at about, he towers over the Bandais, that is for sure. You know, he is, this is more of a, you know, Bandais are about 6 inches, so that's about probably close to 8, if not 8 inches. So very tall figure. Definitely will have a presence on the shelf, but there he is with a Godzilla Bandai. And just because I have him posed next to him, here he is with the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1962. I know Zillafan85 is currently looking for a Godzilla 1962 from SH Monster Arts, and I hope he finds one. But just because that this figure came from him and he always asks to see mine, and he got to see it in person finally too, I thought what better way to symbolize our friendship than to put this guy next to him. And of course, not only that, but as we all know, the American dubbed version of Godzilla, King Kong vs. Godzilla from 1962, recycles music from Creature of the Black Lagoon. So it has a lot of symbolism having these two paired together. Not only does it represent a friendship, but you have that movie representation of the music scores and stuff like that as well. So that about does it for scaling, though. You know, I don't really have any. I don't have any of the other NECA Universal monsters or anything to scale him with. So he's kind of just on his own here with all the other kaijus. But I think he feels right at home. I think he probably couldn't have been happier for Michael to bring him all the way from Florida to Arizona to be here with all his kaiju and Masters of the Universe friends. So without further ado, you guys, that about does it for this figure review. Hope you enjoyed. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to atomic blast that notification bell and atomic blast and smash that like button as well. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Facebook and Instagram as well. And just stay up to date with anything, you guys. And again, hope you enjoyed my review on the Ultimate Creature of the Black Lagoon figure from NECA. Again, thank you to ZillaFan85 for gifting me this figure. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.